50 to 1. Redemption been chasing 66 to 1. Tony Evans, finger on the poles, didn't run very well, came over from Kempton a couple of runs ago. 21 Barry Geraghty. Mr. Height looks really well, only a 5-year-old, still plenty of improvement in him. 8 to 1. Power Station Dennis O'Regan, another one that looked well at a decent price. 11 to 1.
And another group of horses, all with fair chances. Copsail Lad, clearly a lot of market support for him, a winner at Newbury last time out. Ted Oulart, could you give any hope to him?
Yeah, I'd give him a chance. He loved the drying up ground. He won the not the Coral Cup, the Pertemps here a couple of years ago, and he ran a cracking race his last run, his best run for a long time.
Copsail Lad, pick of the paddock. Number 11 is a horse that was 7th in the Triumph Hurdle last year, Mahogany Blaze. He's a 40 to 1 shot. Penny Pictures, getting old, but having the first run of the season. 33 to 1. Supreme Prince, that's a big price for a horse that's got plenty of ability, back from fencing. Baron de Fapo, we heard from his trainer this morning, said he won't get beaten. 20 to 1. Nicky O'Shea takes £5 off his back. And Royal Paradise, another one who ran in this race last year, broke a blood vessel. 66 to 1 for Sam Thomas.
And just before we move down, Ted, there was a lot of confidence on the morning line behind Baron de Fapo. Would you agree?
Well, Oliver, that was Oliver. Oliver talks his horses up. I would just love for everybody here in England, if he did win, just to witness when he comes back into a winner's enclosure. He's, what do you call, a confident man. He's a wonderful sports star.
And moving down, Mick Fitzgerald, I think, is the important name to note on that page. He's chosen All-Star over horses that you'd think on the form, but recent form anyway, have better chances.
Turtle Soup probably likes it a bit softer. He's going to get it this afternoon. Willie McCarthy, Dusky Lord, bit unlucky, tipped up last time. Hills of Arran for Graham Lee, 33 to 1. The Spoon Player, Andrew Lynch, a 25 to 1 shot. And Ross River, a grey, was won by a grey last year, 14 to 1 for Davy Russell.
And the bottom three, Burnt Oak Boy, one of the original favourites for this, but the ground is a lot drier now than when the market was formed. Dangerously good, 50 to 1. But Nation State, bit of a character, but has a squeak off bottom weight.
Just check on the betting at the start. Look at this gamble on Copsail Lad here. 6 to 1 from 10 to 1. Mr. Height at 8 to 1. Oscar Teller at 17 to 2. Mac, this is some market mover, isn't it?
Well, certainly Oscar Teller they've really come for. That Philip Hobbs said that winner Mercedes Maguire in the opener, that broke his duck for the meeting. They backed it from 10 to 1, 12 to 1 this morning, into 8.5, and many bookmakers only going 8. But Copsail Lad very solid at 6 to 1. All-Star, we're saying at 11 to 1. And as you then get also that Mr. Height is an 8 to 1 chance. But Oscar Teller, the late market mover.
Just confirm that Timmy Murphy is riding Penny Pictures here after his tumble from World Chief at the second fence in the champion chase. Copsail Lad, the green jacket, yellow chevrons, is towards the back of the group there if you're looking out for the favourite. Starter imploring them to slow down. Here they come. Bit of rail demolished. Yeah, a bit of rail was damaged there. Dusky Lord was right out the back. So they'll have to go back and come in again. If you're just see what happened here. It looks as though Mr. Height got involved in a fracas with the running rail there. If you're watching this race and your fancy is well behind, jumping the second last, don't despair, because we've had some amazing finishes in this race in the past. What's Up Boys in 2000 came from about 12th on the turn, and Big Strand in 97, I can remember GG calling that, came from about 16th from the home bend. Frightened the life out of the old boy. He called it though. Anyway, they're going to come out again. Ferociously competitive race. You need to be a bit mad to have a bet in a race like this. But a lot of people are obviously on Copsail Lad. He's been well backed. Maybe this will be a go. Oulart nearest to us. They're away. For the Coral Cup, 2 miles and 5 furlongs, emotional moment, one of the first to begin with Golden Bay. Oulart towards the inside in that yellow jacket, finger on the pulse, is up with the pace in purple and white, really trapping that finger on the pulse. Purple and white jacket pulling hard there, don't want to be pulling that hard in these early stages. Supreme Prince is close up as well, pace looks very strong. Just in behind the leaders is Ray Shan, also Varazi not far off them, Penny Pictures. Dusky Lord was the last to land. All Star at the moment is halfway down the pack on the near side in the red and yellow jacket under Mick Fitzgerald. Royals Darling in light blue alongside his stable companion. As an emotional moment probably just leads now from Golden Bay, and something has unseated the rider there. Just finger on the pulse it could be, who's unseated Barry Geraghty, just seemed to clip heels, and here we have it, and there he goes, finger on the pulse. Just maybe caught Supreme Prince in the red and white colours. Barry Geraghty, very lucky not to get a nasty kick there. Meanwhile, the runners are turning left-handed and heading towards the next flight. And it's emotional moment on the near side. The loose finger on the pulse leading them. Emotional moment jumps first from Golden Bay, Supreme Prince, near side Baron to Fapo in the black jacket and noseband. Far side Oulart just behind Golden Bay in the red cap. Then Dusky Warbler and Penny Pictures on the far side. Hoop sleeves of Burnt Oak Boy Ray Shan. Royal Paradise near side in the light green is Oscar Tello in a white with the white face Mahogany Blaze alongside the light blue jacketed Royals Darling. Copsail Lad on the far side in the midfield in the bright green colours. Near side behind those is Redemption with All Star and the Spoon Player. All Star on the far side in the black cap, the Spoon Player next as they arrive now at the flight in front of the stands. And it was an emotional moment that again picked up first. So passing us, emotional moment leads the way to Golden Bay. Varazi very close up, Supreme Prince and Burnt Oak Boy. Then Oulart the inside of Baron de Fapo and Dusky Warbler. Ray Sham further back, Penny Pictures. Then Royal Paradise, Royals Darling, Oscar Tello wide. Also wide is Redemption of Mahogany Blaze and Copsail Lad. They're followed by Mr. Height and All Star. Then the Spoon Player. Further back in the field is Ross River, dangerously good the inside. Hills of Arran, Mahogany Blaze gets reminders. And right out the back, Turtle Soup, Nathos, Power Station, and also Dusky Lord as they run into the back straight now and head on towards the next flight of hurdles. Emotional moment just holds the lead. It's barely by a nostril though. Supreme Prince and Baron de Fapo close up together with behind these then is Burnt Oak Boy in the hoop sleeves as we close in on the leaders heading towards the middle one down the back. Oulart on the near side in the yellow jacket. Varazi still there. Dusky Warbler in green and orange. Penny Pictures up the near side of Royal Paradise. And then Oscar Tello a little wider out as they head to the next All-Star. Just cantering in behind the leaders, jumping there. And Mick Fitzgerald just asked the horse to quicken away from the flight to secure a good position as they head towards a left-hand turn going up the hill. Oulart has come through now just to join emotional moment. Baron de Fapo and Golden Bay, the rider low in the saddle. Burnt Oak Boy the inside, followed through by Penny Pictures and All-Star. Right there, Dusky Warbler. Varazi is there as well. Supreme Prince, Oscar Tello out wide. Wider out is Redemption, chased by Royal Paradise as they reach the top of the hill. And getting badly hampered was Penny Pictures on the inside there, shuffled right back in the field. Not Timmy Murphy's day. Oulart, an emotional moment from Burnt Oak Boy as they now begin the run down towards 3 out. They're followed in the noseband by Baron de Fapo. On the left in the light green is Oscar Tello. Then Dusky Warbler. Golden Bay behind these. Nation State is picking up from the back. Then All-Star. Mr. Height is going all right as they jump the third last. The emotional moment is now passed by Burnt Oak Boy, who's gone to the lead very readily from Oulart. Then Baron de Fapo. Oscar Tello on the left, chased by Dusky Warbler. The Spoon Player is running on, so too Power Station as they go towards the second last, and it was Burnt Oak Boy that led by a couple of lengths, chased by Oscar Tello and Baron de Fapo. Power Station running on in the maroon jacket. Then behind these is Oulart and the Spoon Player, but turning for home, it's Burnt Oak Boy and Sam Jones that has the lead by 3 or 4 lengths to Baron de Fapo. Here's the final flight. Good job by the leader, Burnt Oak Boy. Baron de goes second, then Oscatello and Baron de Fapo. They're followed by Mr. Height and Ullard up the hill. Burnt Oak Boy off a lightweight here, chased all the way by Power Station, but it's going to be Burnt Oak Boy who will lift the Coral Cup, driven out. Burnt Oak Boy wins. Power Station second, Baron de Fapo third, Oscatello fourth, Mr. Height was fifth. Running on in sixth was Dusky Lord, then Nathos, Dusky Warbler, Supreme Prince Ross River, Mahogany Blaze, Hills of Aaron Rayshan, Copsail Lad never really got into it, the Spoon Player, Royals Darling. They trail back to Dangerously Good. Penny Pictures, who seemed to get very badly hampered on the inside at the top of the hill, eventually finished last of all, just behind Redemption and All Star. 10-1 the winner, Burnt Oak Boy.
It's natural for parents to be protective. They've come up with Calprofen, an ibuprofen